This is about my storyline.
I wanted to tell you.
And you want to bring up your issues.
No.
Jenelle Evans has been making some outrageous claims lately about Teen Mom and what happens behind the scenes. She recently completely exposed the MTV series and its production crew, and you're never going to believe the insane details she revealed. Jenelle hasn't been on Teen Mom or any of the show's spin-offs ever since MTV fired her in 2019. But that definitely hasn't stopped her from bringing up her past connections to the network. In fact, she's recently been spilling more tea about Teen Mom than ever before, and it's honestly so bizarre. Usually, Jenelle shares her secrets about MTV on TikTok, where she currently has a whopping 2.8 million followers. Even though she gets a ton of supportive comments on her videos, there's still quite a few people who are just there to drag her. And honestly, I feel like it's hard to defend Jenelle a lot of the time. The content she posts and the opinions she shares are usually pretty mind-boggling. Just recently, Jenelle posted a TikTok about one of her Teen Mom scenes that has repeatedly gone viral. She claimed that since MTV has been re-airing old episodes, the audio of her talking about her substance use has been used in a crazy amount of TikToks lately. I was pretty stunned when Jenelle complained that not only does she have to relive those bad moments again, but something else about it has also seemed really unfair to her. This is seriously ridiculous. Jenelle slammed MTV for not paying her royalties for how popular her old scenes are becoming again. I guess she thinks that because people are using the audio from past episodes in their TikToks, she should be getting paid for that. It was also kind of weird to me that Jenelle mentioned that she was sick of being shamed for how she acted in episodes that were filmed over 10 years ago. She seems to only have an issue with being attached to Teen Mom when the attention she gets isn't positive. It's clear that she's faced a lot of backlash for her behavior and choices on the show, but recently, she's been in hot water for something unreal. For the last few years, so much of the negative feedback Jenelle has received has been because of how desperately she tries to stay relevant. I mean, her TikTok bio even states that she's that one girl from that one show. I don't know about you, but I feel like that only supports the widespread opinion that Jenelle would do almost anything to get back on Teen Mom. At least that's what it looks like when you check out her TikTok profile and see just how many of her videos are about the show. One of Jenelle's recent TikToks revealed a sneaky production trick that the crew would use if any of the cast members dyed their hair. In order to make scenes easier to edit into the middle of episodes that had already been mostly filmed, Jenelle claimed that the producers would have the girls wear cheap wigs. By having the cast members look the same consistently throughout an episode, producers could hide that a scene had been added in later and may have even been scripted. And speaking of scripts, Jenelle had a lot to say about what she was allegedly forced to say on Teen Mom. I almost couldn't believe this. Jenelle shared another TikTok that exposed the voiceovers that were used in between scenes on Teen Mom. She claimed that she'd been getting a lot of hate for what she said on the show, like when she mentioned that her son Jace didn't need her to be around anymore. I think a lot of people noticed that it sounded like Jenelle was just reading lines during her voiceovers, and apparently that's exactly what was happening. And that's not everything she revealed. Jenelle also explained that her contract with MTV stated that she was required to record anything they had written for her voiceover segments. I guess it makes sense that MTV wanted a way to tie edited scenes together later on, but Jenelle supposedly hated it. Jenelle claimed that she'd asked the producers if they could make slight changes to her script at times, but they refused. Not only that, but she could even be fined by the network if she refused to record exactly what was written for her voiceovers. I thought this bizarre detail was crazy by itself, but another TikTok that Jenelle posted was even more insane. Astonishingly, Jenelle admitted that some of her old Teen Mom scenes were fake and had been completely planned by production. She said that the scene where her mother, Barbara, told her to sit in jail had been totally made up. In reality, Barbara had supposedly bailed Jenelle out of jail, but that's not what we saw happen on the show. But as surprising as this detail was, I think it's just kind of odd that Jenelle won't stop trashing the production crew. Clearly, Jenelle doesn't want people to forget that she was once connected to MTV. She's a self-proclaimed influencer, and although she does promote products occasionally on social media, she mostly just brings up Teen Mom whenever she can. And now that season 2 of Teen Mom Family Reunion has premiered, Jenelle has been making references to it constantly. What she recently posted on Twitter was honestly unbelievable. Just a couple of weeks ago, Jenelle threw shade at the Teen Mom spinoff by tweeting that she had dodged the drama. If you aren't aware, there was a very heated fight between some of the cast members, and it actually turned violent. I thought since Jenelle had been let go by MTV, her grateful attitude about not appearing on the spinoff was a little strange, but you'll never guess what she revealed about her involvement with the show. Jenelle claimed that she could have joined the second season of Teen Mom Family Reunion if she wanted to, but according to what she said during a TikTok live, she actually turned MTV down after they begged her to rejoin the cast. Something about that doesn't really make much sense to me though. I have a really tough time believing that Jenelle refused to film, since it always seemed like she just wanted to get back on MTV. Just over a year ago, the Ashley's reality Daily Roundup reported that Jenelle had allegedly texted Teen Mom producers several times after she was fired, asking if they'd consider new filming ideas with her. But apparently, times have changed. In the rest of Jenelle's recent livestream on TikTok, she continued to expose MTV in a shocking way. Allegedly, both Jenelle and Barbara were given the opportunity to join season 2 of the Teen Mom spinoff. Jenelle claimed that she refused MTV's offer, however, because they weren't going to pay her very much at all. I wonder just how low the pay was, though. Jenelle currently has a net worth of $30,000, so I'm kind of stunned that she turned down the chance to make any amount of money. She did mention that the payout during her previous seasons of Teen Mom was much higher, compared to the astonishing amount she was allegedly offered not that long ago. Surprisingly, Jenelle claimed that the money she would have made on the second season of the spinoff would have equaled what she could earn by promoting products in just 2 videos. I'm not entirely sure how much Jenelle usually gets for her social media promotions, but that amount does seem kind of low. However, the money supposedly wasn't the only reason why she didn't accept MTV's offer. This is honestly outrageous. Janelle's new manager, August Keene, revealed that if Jenelle had signed the contract she was offered by MTV, her other career opportunities would have been limited. I can't help but wonder what Janelle's other opportunities might be, since she currently doesn't have much in terms of different streams of income. She sells adult content online when she's not posting on TikTok, but believe it or not, Jenelle allegedly has plans for something much bigger. August claimed that Jenelle didn't need to accept MTV's offer since she's reportedly going to have a show of her very own. Supposedly, she's been in talks with another major network, but I have a feeling that might not be entirely true. Jenelle turned down the offer to appear on Teen Mom Family Reunion last year, and her manager only spoke out about the new show 6 months ago. Since then, there's been radio silence about any other TV opportunities for Jenelle. I'm curious if she's actually happy that she refused to sign the contract, or if she now wishes she'd joined the cast, because how she reacted to not appearing in the first season of the show was absolutely insane. When MTV started teasing the premiere of the first season of Teen Mom Family Reunion in late 2021, Jenelle lost her mind. It wasn't hard to see that she was extremely upset about not being a cast member, then she kept posting about how hurt she was over being left out. I really wasn't surprised that she was mentioning the spinoff so much, but when she revealed that she'd actually been invited, I was completely floored. Jenelle unsurprisingly made a TikTok explaining her side of the story, and it was seriously bizarre. She claimed that a producer had called to invite her to film the first season of the spinoff in California with the rest of the cast. I'm sure they knew that with Jenelle comes drama, so she could have been an option to help boost their ratings. But apparently the producer hadn't been totally sold. What Jenelle said happened next was crazy. According to Jenelle, the producer who'd reached out to her actually ghosted her after the initial phone call. But she admitted that she'd asked if David could travel with her to California, even if he just stayed in a hotel down the street from her. She said that she just wanted to know he was there to support her in case any situations with the other moms got too intense. But as I'm sure you could have guessed, the producer refused to entertain the idea of David even being around the filming location. Jenelle claimed that the other cast members had been allowed to have their husbands or partners join them, and it wasn't fair that David couldn't be involved at all. But after the phone call with the producer, Jenelle reportedly heard nothing from MTV, and she was incredibly angry that the spinoff was announced later on. I don't really know what she expected, to be honest. After all, David is a huge part of the reason that Jenelle was fired in the first place. I actually can't believe how long she stayed on MTV after they cut ties with David in 2018. He was fired because of his absolutely disturbing behavior towards Jenelle, their children, their pets, not to mention his homophobic Twitter rants. It's actually kind of shocking to me that MTV is even willing to be involved with Jenelle after everything that's happened in the first place. But I highly doubt that they begged her to be on Teen Mom Family Reunion like she claimed. So far, the only thing MTV has commented on about Janelle's claims has been to say that they couldn't reach an agreement with the contract. I guess we don't know for certain if that had to do with money, David, or if Jenelle truly just felt like the pay was too low. But what do you guys think about how Jenelle was exposing Teen Mom lately? What are your thoughts about how she allegedly refused to sign a contract for season 2 of Teen Mom Family Reunion? Let me know in the comments below.